Ranger with Diamond Graphics. This week we got in the shop a brand new Audi Q8. This one obviously is gloss white, which means we have to disassemble it a lot more than we would a black car for a full color change. This one's going a very unique color. It's going KPMF, gloss green black iridescent. So this is a very dark green with a lot of metallic in it, and it's also a color flip, so it's gonna flip from green to black. So it's gonna be a very dark, very rich color, which will look super cool on this car. Because it's a color flip, it means the film is directional, so we have to lay every single panel the same way. So this one's a little bit more involved, but the end process should be super cool. So far we've taken off the bumper, we've taken off the headlights, we got the trim pieces down here, door handles, are gonna be removing mirrors, all the chrome. In the back, not quite sure if we're gonna take the back bumper off yet or not. Just have disassembled the lights so far. We're gonna clay bar everything, measure out all the film, and then we're gonna get started. So we're making some progress on this Audi Q8. Again, this is a white car with a lot of different pieces, like even the fender has trim pieces, the doors have multiple pieces. We ended up, just so we could get full coverage, taking the front door off because like the back door, the front door has a lip like this, and pretty much the only way to actually get around it or have access to it is to remove the door. That way there's not a white gap right here. So we removed the door. We're starting on the bumpers. Alex took the bumpers off, and then we also took them apart. So this is the top bumper. We started here, but it has this part, has about 4 different parts we have to wrap, put it back together, and then put the rest of the bumper together. So this car is pretty complicated as far as full coverage, just because it's white and there's a lot of pieces. So for this bumper, it's pretty much good to go. We just have to reassemble it. So this bumper we had to fully take apart, and it came apart in 3 main sections. You have this outer big ring, and then you have this section here, and then this bottom section as well. So again, we just did a black Q8 not that long ago. Left the bumper on, left it all intact. It looked flawless. We have a white one. We now have to take it apart fully. Otherwise, you're gonna see white in every little single edge. So that's just the way to do it if you have a white car. A lot more work, but the end result will be awesome. So another small project we have, we got this Porsche 911, which we actually wrapped just about a year ago in this gloss dark blue. The car was originally white. The customer wanted a little more pop to it, so we had these custom martini stripes printed. We just installed those just to make it really pop, give it a unique look, so that one turned out super cool as well. Just got done wrapping this brand new BMW X5. We wrapped the entire thing in Avery Dennison Satin Dark Gray, which is a super popular color. It really brings out the body lines, has a nice aggressive look. We tinted some of the reflectors. We also did the mirror caps in a gloss black. Again, we tinted the reflectors in the back, changed out the badges to all black. The entire top we also did gloss black as well, just to add some more contrast. And then we coated the whole vehicle with a ceramic coating. So now it's ready to ship out. We made some progress on this Panamera, a little bit more tricky than we were thinking, just because the amount of disassembly required to just get to the door handles or the mirrors. And again, this film is laminated, so it's about twice as thick as normal film. So all the little intricate areas like your corners have a much harder time staying down. So it's just taking us a little bit longer, but the end result should be pretty cool because of the super sparkly over laminate on it, which you can't see right now in these lights, but in the sun, I'm sure it's gonna really, really pop. Because the way this Porsche was built, I've never had to take a door apart like this, but we actually had to take the entire glass out, the surrounding frame. Pretty much you can see, strip the door completely, just to have access to the door handle area. It makes it easy to wrap now, but it was quite a lot of work to remove all that. After the wrap, we're also adding a body kit to this. So we're adding some carbon fiber parts, some side skirts, a new wing. The transformation should be pretty cool. So this week in the shop, we have this brand new, it's got 50 miles on it, Toyota Corolla GR. This is a car I was not really familiar with. Super cool, got some super unique features on it for a car like this. So we're gonna be wrapping the whole thing in this Avery Dennison lime green. We're gonna put PPF over the vinyl on the front areas. He's got a couple carbon parts we're adding. One thing cool about this car is it has a real forged carbon roof. So we're gonna be putting PPF on the roof just to turn it from a satin to a gloss. So that's something a little bit more unique. This car, being such a bright blue, we had to take it fully apart, as always. I mean, it had fender flares, it had just a lot of really intricate areas, like the trunk itself kind of has a crazy exhaust. Apparently this car is a 3-cylinder that has 300 horsepower. So probably super fun to drive. Definitely, like I said, a little bit different. This front bumper, we had to remove it. Then we had to remove all the grills and everything. So now this is just purely the shell of the bumper. You can see it's got really difficult areas to wrap and get full coverage without doing that. The back bumper as well. Again, it's got all these crazy little divots and things like that. So it just makes it easier to remove it, remove everything, wrap it, then put it all back together. This week we finally finished up this Corolla GR. This car was quite a challenge. Super cool car, super unique color, but every single body panel on this was basically extremely difficult to wrap correctly. And it was a high impact color before. So this car being like super bright blue, if you don't cover every little nook and cranny, the bright blue is gonna show through. So we just really took this car apart, took our time with it. Full wrap, we put PPF on the roof, which is actually forged carbon, but it was matte before. Now that we put gloss PPF is now a gloss forged carbon, which is cool. We put PPF on the hood, the bumpers, the fenders, side skirts. We're gonna ceramic coat it, and then it's good to go. We also replaced some of the stock parts with carbon fiber parts, just as a little accent, which is cool.